Hello, class. Today for science, we're going to continue our lesson on investigating the changing Earth. Our target for today will be I can observe and identify the negative impact caused by us people. So let's go ahead and begin. So we've been talking about how people changed the Earth's surface. The land we live on today looked very different before than people came to it. Okay. Like all living things, us people interact with our environment and we get our food, our shelter, and our water from the land. And then we go down to the pictures here because this is a mountain. And then this is what once people came and we built roads in a little city. And then this one is New York City before and after. Okay, these are some ways that we change the Earth's surface. We cut down trees to provide us with lumber and land. Then we use these trees to build homes. We build homes. We use these trees for furniture. We use it to make paper. We also use lumber for heat and fuel. Then we also build roads to get us from one side of the country to the other. Roads help us travel from one place to another in a safer and a quicker manner. Then we change the earth by creating tunnels. We cut through mountains to get from one place to another quicker. These tunnels help people save time by going through the mountain instead of going around it. And then we flatten land to grow crops or raise animals for consumption. Then these crops and animals are used to provide us people with food and nourishment. They're also used for agricultural purposes, like farming and stuff. Then we talked about how humans also changed the earth from mining. Okay, many valuable substances lie under Earth's surface. One of these is coal, which is a non-renewable resource. Okay, strip mining is one way to get coal that is below Earth's surface. These huge machines dig up and clear away the topsoil layers of soil. I hope you guys liked that video from yesterday with all those big machines and stuff. They are massive. Then there's another way of mining is involves digging deep, narrow tunnels called shafts underground. Abandoned underground mines can be dangerous. When underground mines collapse, they can cause damage on the surface. And I like this little animated picture with the dogs. They're digging a little hole. That's silly. So when people mine and change the surface, they have to be mindful about restoring the environment. Restoring the land is important for the environment. When the land is restored, animals end up returning back to that area. If the land cannot be restored, crops are planted so that the land is used for other purposes. We just don't let it go to waste. Now, let's talk about the negative impacts. So as humans use products, we create waste, okay? The waste from products made or used by people is called pollution. Pollution can affect the air, water, and land. And then these are a couple of examples of forms of pollution, okay? This I think is somewhere where that's the ocean, and then you have people dumping it. So that's all pollution in the air, on the land, and in the water there. So many of the things we do release dirt, and harmful gases into the air. Automobiles and factories can release chemicals into the air, just like you see down there. These chemicals can be dangerous to breathe. These chemicals can also harm plants. Animals that depend on these plants may lose their source of food or shelter. And so you got a couple of examples of pollution by air. You have these factories that are just blowing clouds of smoke up. What that smoke is, I don't know. And then, if I'm not mistaken, this is in California. You actually see the pollution in the air. They call it, if I'm not mistaken, it's called smog. So let's continue. Then we have water pollution. Waste and chemicals can get into rivers, lakes, and the ocean. Water then becomes polluted. Some of these substances enter the water through sewer systems. Others mix with water vapor in the air and return to earth in rainwater. Still, other chemicals are used on land to help plants grow or to kill insects. Rain washes these chemicals off the land into the water. Some of these chemicals can harm or kill fish and other organisms that live in or near the water. Some of the pollutants in rivers and streams may end up in Earth's ocean. Sometimes spills and leaks occur during the drilling and shipping of oil. Then oil becomes a pollutant that can harm plants and animals. Algae, plants, mollusks, and fish become coated with oil and may die. Birds that are coated with oil often drown. Oh, that's very sad. Then we have land pollution. So garbage, litter, and other substances can pollute the land. Humans produce huge amounts of garbage. The average person throws away about 2 kilograms of garbage each day. Most of this trash is dumped into areas called landfills and then covered with soil. These are 2 landfills here on the sides, guys, where they're just dumping it. Look at the smoke that's coming out. And then this is another one. And then we got Mr. Potato Head here, doesn't like when people litter. So if you ever just throw garbage outside, guys, into the street and not in the garbage can, that's littering, okay? If you didn't know. So then we have hazardous waste. Oh, disposing of hazardous waste can cause other kinds of land pollution. Hazardous waste are substances that are very harmful to humans and other organisms. These substances may be poisonous, cause disease, start fires, or react dangerously with other substances. Until recently, most hazardous wastes were put into containers and buried in the ground, just like these containers there. Some of these containers leaked. The hazardous waste seeped into the ground or water and damaged nearby environments. And so, yeah, they used to put them in like barrels like this, hazardous waste, and then just bury them underground and leave them there. But they started leaking and that was bad. And so what I did, guys, I put a picture here of different hazardous wastes that are common inside the house, like Pine Sol or Clorox. Even, did you know a fire extinguisher is considered hazardous waste? That's interesting. Then what I did was, this is a picture of the different signs of the different types of hazardous waste. You have explosives, gases, flammable liquids, flammable solids, oxidizers and organic peroxides, poison and infectious substances, radioactive, corrosive, and then miscellaneous. Those are some of them. I bet that there's a lot more signs to describe hazardous waste. Okay, so what I'd like you to do next is go ahead and watch the video on pollution and then take the quiz. I hope you guys enjoy the video.